The Institute of Women and Ethnic Studies is basically created to improve the mental health and well-being of women of color and their families. So at iWest, the main goals are to provide resources for women of color and their families, specifically around HIV prevention, mental health and wellness. There are very few HIV prevention programs for youth of color in the city. We're one of about a handful of programs that you can get involved in, and especially that they can create media and they can have a presence online as well as in person. We don't talk about youth and trauma. It's like, oh, they're really violent, they're really bad, especially youth of color, and they don't delve into why they are maybe acting out in certain ways. So we try and give that approach. Besides just getting general knowledge about HIV prevention and hopefully then making decisions for themselves when they choose to have sex, deciding when it's the right time instead of doing it before they feel it's the right time. But on top of that, then using protection and just trying to be safe at all times. Another thing really is growth and leadership development, because we try to take a very holistic approach to working with youth. So it's not just talking about sex all day, although we do that, and that can be kind of titillating or whatever, but a lot of it really is also dealing with their emotional health and resiliency, dealing with leadership, dealing with what's going on with you, so that it's a kind of, you're a full package, hopefully, after you come out of iWest. You've kind of worked on a lot of little things. Your public speaking, giving youth opportunity to speak around the city on different topics, giving them opportunities just to have different experiences that they may not have experienced. So we have a bunch of ways for you to get involved in iWest. One thing that we do is we have an online presence, so we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and we have videos as well as, like, for Twitter we have tweets and different things, and try and recruit kind of people through there, and if they're interested they can. One of the things that we do is we have a kit called a MAP kit, and we used to have one called a STOP kit, and they're safer sex kits with materials. So one of our ways of really engaging people is by giving out the kits. For one specific program, it's called Media Advocates for Prevention, or MAP, and we have youth peer advocates where we recruit youth ages 15 to 18 into the program. Right now I have about 12 in MAP, and part of it is that they get sexual health as well as media and leadership and different things. So within that curriculum, they learn about something we create called a role model story, and that role model story is where they or ourselves would interview one of their peers to find out if they made a safer sex change, like they maybe started using condoms or got tested for HIV. So from those stories, then we create films. And this is a program that the CDC is funding, and that they basically are saying that this is a program that's evidence-based and is effective. So we create these films as a part of the program. Oh, we have to leave them and go do another cohort or do another group, and it's really hard, like especially for MAP, because everyone used to be in MAP and you would stay in MAP and then you wouldn't leave, but now we're doing it just for a year, so it was so hard to be like, oh, all of y'all that we have been with for so long, I'm sorry, we're only doing it for a year and we're getting a new group. It was that question of kind of like you're saying, how do you know that you're making an impact? That's one of the hardest things, is something intangible at times, to figure out what the impact is. It's just like kind of like a feeling, like I feel like this person has gained something or grown from the program, but you don't always know.